My name is Kyla and I work in growth here at Tafabot, and I make sure that everything that happens here in the HQ gets communicated to all of our Tafa fans all around the world. Now, I'm excited to show you guys the rest of the team. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Irish and I work in operations here at Tafabot. I oversee all of units and make sure we're always working to give you the best training experience.
Hello guys, I'm Isra. I work in the growth department at Tafabot. I make sure that you have the best training experience. I can provide you all the educational resources that you need.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Remy and I run product strategy and product design here at Tafabot. What that really means is I'm responsible for bringing out the new features, functions, and overall app experience for you guys as we grow.
Hi, my name is Soto. I'm an engineer at Tafabot.
Hey guys, my name is Gary. I work on development here at Tafabot to make sure that you have tap on time on the app.
Hi guys, we're glad to have you at the Tafabot HQ. I'm Samuel, CEO at Tafabot.
And now we'd like to introduce you to Mr. Dogecoin. He fuels all of our tummies and provides us with all of the snacks here at the Tafabot HQ. Now that you've met the core team here at the Tafabot HQ, we'd like to invite you to come swing by our office. We'll see you here at Business Bay, Dubai, UAE. Bye!
Hello, Thafans. It's another amazing week, and we're going to be jumping right in. For those that are joining us for the first time, what we try to do with our live setup is to give you settings that you can directly input into your bot to become profitable. And once again, the Zoom chat is always open. You want to send in your feedback, your questions, and I do try to answer as much as possible before the end of our Zoom. Like, you know, for those who have been following us, a lot of stuff is on the way. A lot of stuff has been happening and we've been communicating most of them. And we cannot wait for you to have the new app and also several other stuff that the application comes with. So if you're a Tafabot leader, you're joining today, you want to look forward to that meeting. You're going to be having that meeting to communicate to you more what is happening. But I'm going to give in this meeting a sneak peek to things that we should expect with the new Tafabot app as we keep going. So in the past days, we've talked about simplifying our whole system to ensure that users who are joining for the first time don't need to have a lot of technical experience to be able to follow up with Tafabot, and that we've done a lot through the mirror trading. But more than that is also something new that is coming to Tafabot. We're not screaming yet about it, and we cannot wait for you to have it. So I'm going to show you what to expect. Once again, if you're a Tafabot leader here, you're going to get this information or firsthand full info as against what I'm going to be communicating here. So you want to look forward to that meeting with Tafa Business Development Director. So if I go straight to my Tafabot earning, so what you do see here is my earning in the last 24 hours and the PNL, and that is over 50%. Now we've been communicating that there is also a new Tafa Algo coming that does have the capacity to stretch even beyond 50% to 100% in a day. And when I say 50 or 100, I don't mean of your entry capital, I mean of your total capital. That is something big that we're looking forward to in Tafabot. It's going to be coming and available to every single user. There's still a lot of stuff coming up with the new app, like things that a lot of users has been asking for, things like the bot speed and the rest of that. You're also going to be seeing with the new app. We're doing so much more and we cannot wait for you to have that. So you want to look forward to that. as we did say last time, also for the mirror trading, that is a whole new business opportunity for leaders to jump right into. And mirror has become plug and play also with the new application. There's already a lot of questions, a lot of feedback. We start the setup. You do not want to start yet until we talk about what the market looks like. So you want to expect all of this. As you know, in Tafabot, we try to keep hitting the bar every point where we think this is the top. We want to go for something more. We've been able to ensure that a lot of users are running over 30, 50, 100% profit in a month. Well, we still want to step that up, and we're doing that with a lot of improvements that the new app does bring. There's already a lot of questions on when do we expect this new app. You're going to be hearing it firsthand if you're a Tafabot leader. You're going to be hearing that firsthand. And if you're not yet a Tafabot leader, you want to be part of the movement. All right, so we head back into the chart and look through all the trades that we did last time. We see the adjustment and what the market does hold for us. So last Friday, we did send a trade for Lena, and this was not communicated in the live setup. We did send that as an extra trade. This is also the reason why you want to keep looking forward to the Tafabot Telegram channel. You want to keep looking forward to that, as we can just post trade like this. That was not done during the setup. So we did post Lena at about 17. And right now Lena is about 13. So, and the strategy period for that was 10. However, Lena did over 100 strategy periods. So we do have some users who just kept restarting Lena over and over again to do more entries. And that was a super amazing profitable trade. So when you see 50% here, this is for if you did follow just 10 strategy. For those that went way over 30, 60, your profits are really, really amazing. Then we have MK Arrow. MK Arrow also did deliver profit, although we're also aware that some users said you still have like 1 or 2 entries with MK Arrow, and we're still going to look at that and see what you need to do about MK Arrow. Then we also had the band, the same thing like MK Arrow, and we had band, MK Arrow, and Lena. Amazing. Now, I want to make it clear that we've been shorting the market for the past 1 month, and literally, I personally am tired of shorting the market. I'm hoping to find long opportunities in the market, but every time I go back to the setup, the markets just disappoint. So once again, if you've received the setup, again, we're shorting the markets. I really do hope we find long, but the market is still as bearish as it has been since last week, and we've been communicating that. So we want to look through that and see what is really happening behind the scene. Now, when we say the market is bearish in this term, there are 2 kinds of bearish that you could find in the market. So there's bearish as it relates to people are just selling off the market, but there is a lot of volume. So the market is generating volume, but the volume is towards the sell side. Now, that is a market is super bearish. Now, there's another form of market, bearish, whereby there are no volume. It doesn't necessarily mean that people are selling off, but the market is stuck. And if you've been following our setup, we said that the best form of trading or trading entirely is actually following where the money goes to. So if the money is going to a particular place, that's where you're going to. If the money is not going there, naturally, what happens to such kind of market is that traders get bored of holding, they get tired, and automatically that's going to create a forced sell in the market. Now, that's what we're still seeing. And if you've been following us, this has been our BTC setup for more than 1 month, and we're still not able to break outside the setup. Now, every time BTC has tried breaking outside the setup, it has always failed. Now, we've spoken about this a lot of time, that what we are hoping BTC do is to find a new support around 25,667. So we're still expecting that flash crash that is going to cause BTC into the 25 zone, and there it's going to find support. Now, before BTC, we've also communicated about altcoin bull market, and we kept saying that this is a bull market we should expect, but that whole bull market is hanging on BTC reaction. Now, with money not flowing into BTC, keeps every other altcoin at a very, very bad state. Now, there have been some altcoins that whales has pumped and just flushed in money into it and flushed that money out from it. And that is not necessarily a bull market. That's just a pump and dump scheme. And one of them we saw was SSP. We talked about SSP when it went over 300% in few days. And we did say SSP was going to crash. For those with auto deleverage, not auto leverage, I did ask you to keep holding, and this is going to be a good crash. And here we have SSP at 61 cents, over about $1. So that is a really large crash. We also did say the same about Dodge at this point of 10 cents, and here we are with Dodge at 80 cents with no capacity to also go up. Now, ideally, I would always say, which is why I've not said for you to start the bot. Ideally, I will always say that these are times that you could choose not to do anything. So I want to state that again. These are times that you could choose to not do anything. You could choose to not take a trade and just wait to see what is the market actually up to. There's no money flow. There's nothing. The market is static. It's going to cause a forced sell. That is very, very clear in the short term, but we also do know that news could change the market, money flow could change at any time, and that also could affect how the market does react. And we did see an example of that last Friday when we gave the setup for Band and the rest of them, and then we had the news employment index that was really good, and that caused the market to go up a little bit, but we're still sure the market is going to go down. So I keep stating again that these are also times that you could decide, I don't want to trade, because the market could also be very stagnant. So you could be in a trade and the trade is just there, it's not moving, it's not making profit, it's not taking loss, it's just there, it's just stagnant because there is no money in the market. But once again, with the Tafabot martingale system, we're able to take tiny bits of movement, which is why we still give the setup for those that want to take it, to still take the setup. But overall, this is the view that you want to have while taking the setup. Over the past 24 hours, we've only had liquidity flow out of the whole market for 41 million. This is really bad. This is really low. Shows that people are just totally out of their position. There's no even position for the markets to liquidate. So if we go to Lena, we'll find Lena after a whole lot of dump for over almost a 40% dump. Lena is still not able to find support at any zone. So right here, you find Lena back to our first formation of Lena around this point. Now, normally, this could be a good point to put in some longs into the market, but considering the amount of money flow in the market, it doesn't have momentum for Lena to move. Else, Lena would have been pumping as at this point, but there's no market momentum. There's no force in the market to propel the market to go down. Next, we have that same thing with Band that was able to propel itself as at Friday to keep pushing up onto this level. Now, this is just a 9% movement from the setup, and it still doesn't have the capacity to keep pulling through that kind of setup. Now, what we do see here, even at the bullish level of Band, even at the highest bullish level of Band, there were still more forced sell at this angle. So we still see a lot of sell volume, a lot of money outflow from Band, even at the highest level of its bullishness. So this is still not any good indication about any of the markets deciding to go up anytime soon. We keep moving. I will move to ANKRO, one of the market that was also pumped then. And we did talk about how it's going to find really, really good lows again. So we still have ANKRO at the same point of still the bearish zone. So all of this market, not just because they are in the bearish zone, but they lack momentum, and momentum is all that the market require if it needs to go up. The markets all lack momentum. So these are still all candidates for short. They could be stagnant, like we've stated over and over again. The market could just be stagnant, not moving, not doing anything, and just there. Part of the setup we added today to our setup list is for BNB. Could also be one of the most stagnant markets that you could get into. Now, if we look at BNB, we do have the maximum movement to the upside at even 10%, and the maximum movement to the downside at around 15%. That is still a very, very non-volatile kind of movement. Next, we have MKRO, sorry. And for others who are still there, we still have the same thing. This is our zone for MKRO. Despite it tried pushing up, it couldn't push above that. And we still see MKRO breaking below that zone down into the bearish zone. Still 100% candidate for short. If you're still there, your strategy period is still going to complete, which is about 1 or 2 of them. But we're not giving it out for new setup because it totally lacks volume. Then we also have the Dodge doing the same thing and all of that. Now, more interestingly, if we go over to the money flow to USDT, what we do find is candle gap over here. So what does that mean? It simply means that at some point, the market was dried up till even the candle had to close without any liquidity. So we do find a lot of candle gap happening around here. This is a candle gap. This is one. A lot of candle gap is happening in the market. This also gives you indication the market is totally dried up with money flow and nobody's buying. People are not selling. For those who are already in position, when they get tired of their position, they just sell off, causing the market to go down. So when we see the market dipping in a lot, is that people are getting tired of holding their long position and just cashing out, closing the position, causing the market to even pull down lower. So a lot of candle gap is not a good thing. The market lacks liquidity a lot. And we find the same thing happening with the altcoin money flow, and BTC money flow is just there, stagnant, not moving once again. So these are things you want to consider while taking up your position for today. We do hope that the market change. I'm really hoping to find long position soon. I'm entirely waiting to find long position, as we also hope that people on spots find trade settings that they can use. But of course, this is the market, and the market is still 100% bearish. So once again, you want to understand what to expect. These are what the market is giving out right now. And if you want to start your bots, then you're able to start it at this point, that you do understand what to expect from the market and how the market could behave today or in the nearest time. We do hope this change. We're still looking at the market. If there are any changes, we're still going to be updating on the Tafabot Telegram channel. So once again, for a lot of the questions, do we start the bot? I hope that is clear as to why you're starting and also what you're starting when you do start the bot right now. Let me know if all of this is clear in the chat section. Let me know if you do have more comments or questions about that. Amazing. We have a lot of users saying that is clear. Can we start the band trade? Yes, I did say that already. You could go ahead to kickstart any of the trade right away. Of course, band is going to yield better profits because it tried going on the upside. So the downward movement from here is going to yield better profits than other setups. So that is something good. Yes, user is saying for MKRO, so it's just to leave it. Yes, absolutely. But you don't want to start it up again after your one trade cycle that is left complete. You don't want to start it up again. That is a done trade. We want to look forward to the market and see what more we can find, hoping that the market does change money flow as soon as possible. I guess a lot of users just joined late, have questions. Band, MKR still running. What should I do? I just stated all you should do about it right now. We're still on the short position. If you did miss what I said earlier, you want to look for this video on YouTube 30 minutes from now. You're going to find it there, and you want to listen to it again to understand what to expect from the market. Again, I'm still on band trade, waiting for one more entry. Should I wait? I already did explain what you need to expect. You don't need to wait. If you want to start the bot after understanding what the market is currently doing, then you're able to start it. There's nothing more to wait on any of the setup. Yes, I do have a lot of perfect. This is clear. I'm glad that is clear. In times like this also, it gives us time to keep building. So like I said, there's a lot to expect. If you're a Tafabot leader here, you want to expect also that there's a lot that we're doing, and we cannot wait to unveil that to you, including new algorithms, new improvements, new hands-off kind of trading system that is coming with the new app. Okay, user said, good afternoon, sir. My question is, how do we calculate the movement and average movement in case we have signal outside of TAFA? By signal outside of TAFA is basically understanding the chart. So if you understand the chart, you understand the high lows of the chart, you'll be able to create the movement both in average on short time frame, which is the average movement, and the price movement on a longer time frame. If you're watching my screen, are you seeing a push up with MKRO, with band? So a whale just stepped into the market and automatically cleared out all the sell volume. That is quite interesting. This is an opportunity for those who are already on this trade to have more entries in. That is good. So like I did say, we keep posting our settings live, and any whale can decide to influence them. You just saw that happening on the live trading. If you're looking at my screen, you saw the shoot up amazingly. I'm super excited about that. If you're that whale and you're watching this, or you're probably part of TAFA community pumping the market, I'm super glad you just gave our users more entries into the market in our martingale structure. Once again, we're covering up for 33% price movement. So you must have more than $50 million to be able to pull a 33% price movement of band. So if you do have such capital whale, that is a good thing. You want to pull it for us, and TAFans will still be saved. So if you've not shorted band, here is the opportunity right now. Hit that short button to claim in more profits from the band movement. I hope that is absolutely clear. I am super excited about seeing this online on the live setup. So you see band crashing right away, and it's going to keep crashing. They could keep pushing it up. They could push it up to 17. Yes, they could have capacity for that, but that will be all about band, and that gives us better short capacity. This is totally amazing. I love Tafabot. All right, more question. Yes, boss, your explanation is very clear. Just need to be patient. But I observe the bot license also affects the level of profit on how fast it picks a trade. That is 100% solved with the new application. And like we said, the leaders are going to hear about this information first, a lot of changes with the new app, and then we're going to start communicating it to the general community. Part of the perks of being a Tafabot leader. And when we talk about leader, we don't mean a leader that was chosen, we mean a promoter of Tafabot that is leading, or a community leader. So it means that you do have the capacity to become a leader, to step up into a leadership position. It's not selected. We are not selecting anybody. We look forward to individuals that are exceptional in the community, and automatically you get added into the TAFA leader system. So you want to look forward to that. You want to grow your community. Once more, to emphasize the new mirror system for anyone who owns a crypto community or your affiliate community, it is 100% hands off. And this is the new, the most exciting thing which you're going to hear about. You don't need technical analysis. So even if you're an affiliate leader, you don't need to have technical ideas. You don't need to read the charts. You just need to follow the system. And we're going to be talking more about this with our Business Development Director. So to do that, you want to send a mail to bdd@tafabot.com. You want to get into that cycle. You want to say, okay, I own my crypto community. I run a crypto community, or I run an affiliate group. I want to be part of that cycle. You want to send a message to bdd@tafabot.com. Once again, I'm going to put that into the chat for everyone. bdd@tafabot.com is right on your screen. Once again, you want to send a mail and introduce yourself. You own a leadership community, a crypto community, you drive a group. We want to hear about that. Okay. A user say, I can't wait for the new app. Another user, what is the update for sports trading? What is the update for sports trading? Yes, for sport trading, it also we've also provided solutions for times like this when the market is not moving in the upward direction. Like, you know, normally on sports, you cannot trade it if the market is not going up. But we're creating solutions for when the market is going up or not going up for TAFANs to always have trades to go on. So that is there already, and we're going to be communicating that very, very soon. Okay, user say, can you explain this to me? I am on auto deleveraging. If you're on auto deleverage, literally there's nothing for you to worry. And to make it clear, most times Binance could show your percentage as something somewhat higher than it is. So you want to look through your Tafabot app for the actual percentage when you're using things like auto leverage. Auto deleverage is totally normal and sync with Binance. Okay, so that's for the user that is asking me. For the user that is asking right now, yes, I believe you're on auto deleverage. That is correct. But from the screen you sent, it does appear that you're possibly trading with more capital than you have on your exchange, something like that, as it indicates that your band cannot get into more trade, which it should have been getting into more trade by now, and deleveraging it down. So you want to check your log. So possibly you should have a log on your Tafabot that tells you you do not have more capital to go for more entries. That is the screen you just shared to me. That is absolutely amazing. Once more, thanks again, Tafa community. Let's keep building, keep looking forward to the new app, keep sensitizing your community as we're going to be launching big, and this is going to be changing everything you know about crypto trading, about earning, and most especially about your profit level. So this is going to be it for today. We're going to call it a day. Once more, if you do have a question or a feedback, you want to send that into the Tafabot Telegram community group, and you're going to have a lot of leaders there that is going to answer that for you. Okay, this user said, is the calculator connected to the market? Because I see the same movement and average movements, but different setup. I'm not sure I do understand clearly what you mean. But the calculator takes into consideration the price movement, you told it, and the average, and it gives you the setup that works for that kind of price movements. So basically, that's what the calculator does. I hope that is clear. And once again, we're going to keep updating in the Telegram group, and we'll call it a day for now. And we're going to keep seeing what the market is doing next and keep updating you on what to do. If the market does change direction, we are also going to be updating you. If you did miss this meeting from the first start, you want to go back to Zoom, YouTube, sorry, and listen to it, as I did communicate what to expect from the market and how the market could behave in the near time. So you want to understand that, like I did say, these are also times that a lot of traders will say they are not touching the market because it is really, really bad. And bad doesn't mean that the market is going down. Bad means that the market doesn't have money flows. I hope that is clear. Thank you so much, Tafa. Once again, let's go make some money, and we'll continue this conversation in the Telegram group.